am Dehne, the philanthropical encyclopedia of Reno government. And what we have here today, right now, is the consent agenda where these folks are going to vote on a whole bunch of items. Actually, today, it's not very many items, but they're going to vote on several items all in one fell swoop, generally without even discussion. And today's items are relatively mundane in housekeeping. I do want to speak in favor of this one alcohol license. Every week I come down here and you're handing out something on the order of 5 to 15 alcohol and packaged liquor license, usually without any discussion, and I maybe should not even say anything, but just in case you were thinking of discussing this particular one, I'm speaking in favor of item E1-2, which is a packaged liquor license for the Gopher Market. I want them to be able to get that license. All right, I also want to speak on E3. Somebody's got a phone call. It's not me. Maybe it's the governor trying to get a hold of me, is it? No. Okay, the staff report is approval of an extension of a ground lease agreement with the Grand Sierra for the location of Station 21. It sounds rather mundane, but a quick little background relates this to the baseball stadium issue. Several years ago, 5 years ago now, the city in all of its brilliance tore down a perfectly good fire station over there. Beautiful, not beautiful, but a very workable fire station was torn down in order to accommodate the baseball stadium, and I spoke against that adamantly over and over and over again. I said, find a way to work around tearing down that fire station. It's just crazy to tear down a perfectly good fire station. You tore it down anyway, thanks to the fact that the media would once again refuse to report Sam's erudite comments. At any rate, you tore that down, and you created, this is for the background for the people on YouTube who might be watching this later. You tore that big fire station down, and then you built 2 temporary fire stations. And those temporary fire stations seem to be working all right. They're Quonset huts, basically, but they seem to be working all right. But they theoretically were temporary. That was 5 years ago. Now you're asking to extend the lease on the one over there at the Grand Sierra for another 5 years. And the good news is our government organizations are only going to be paying $1 a year, a token amount of lease money, so that's no big deal. So in other words, you are just continuing this quote-unquote temporary fire station for potentially another 5 years, and I've not heard anything about building another fire station. Not that I'm actually supporting another fire station, because this one seems to be functioning all right. So I'm not necessarily speaking in support of this, but I kind of am speaking in support of it.
Thank you. Seeing no other public comment.